You can also buy credit bureau leads. Isn't that sad? So I can go to the credit bureau and say, I want everyone that has over a 700 credit score in this location. And they'll charge you 25 cents a lead.
They do that?
Yeah. How do you think, it's amazing, they do the same thing with people who don't have good credit. And then all of a sudden those people start getting letters for bankruptcy and or whatever, and so that's how they get a lot of leads. They talk directly to the bureau, or the credit bureau. You can buy credit investment leads, which are people who have already been telemarketing. The only problem with that is a lot of annuities and hedge funds use these leads, but they have a whole staff of hundreds of people dialing the phone, so you're going to compete with them. Unless if you pay extra to get an exclusive lead, which could be up to 20 bucks a lead. So maybe you start cheap, and then
are the exclusive leads any good?
I've tried some, and I don't know, it wasn't worth the money as far as I was concerned. I had a hard time really connecting with people, so I personally recommend it, especially when you can do so many other things for free or cheap.
Sometimes they'll put you on the list when you don't want to be on that list.
Exactly, absolutely, yep. And then of course there's even rollover IRA leads. That again, that's more for annuities and things. But if you spend the extra money on those, these are people who have a time. Some of the ways that they trigger is somebody's IRA or whatever, or 401k during a job, they just got fired or canned or whatever, and so now they're switching over somewhere else. And so within that interval time, I don't know how these guys find the leads.
Yeah,
they get the information and then they sell it to you so that you can contact them about rolling over their IRA.
What about self-directed? Can you get a list of that?
Pretty difficult to do that.
You can get them from like the trust, the custodian.
The custodian, but the custodians are very guarded.
Yeah,
that's the problem, because they're not supposed to do that. So what they do is a lot of them they offer value to their clients so they can keep growing. So if you get good with them and you refer enough business, we refer a lot of business to them. So that's why they're courting us and saying, hey. So the way that they reciprocate is by talking about possibly us speaking at their events. So now, and even that has all kinds of limitations. I have to send my PowerPoint presentation, and they're reviewing it, and they're making modifications, so that, I mean, they're very strict. But that is definitely a massive source.